there comes a time where you just gotta like let it all unfold out. You know, the rhymes, whatever it is, battle raps. Put it into a perspective that you can connect with, you know. One of the greatest things is just being able to like know that you got some sort of like vibe to it that you're able to connect with, you know what I mean? Whether, you know, get the pen and paper, but I completely agree with, like, you know, it's a whole different process when you're writing it on a piece of paper. When you get it out on a piece of paper, you're able to like see it for what it is, get more of the concepts down. But, you know, no more is greater than just being able to like drop your idea or your thought down, you know, like listen to something, you know. So let's just see if we got like something that we can put down, you know, like I mean, like, I'm a huge fan of like Kendrick Lamar, you know. You know, the way that he's able to like just, I mean, mostly probably just like the beats, man, you know what I mean? I mean, Mad City's a pretty good one. I mean, if Pyros and Crips all got along, they probably gun me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear drop, 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 drop. I mean, okay. Alright. Sunday night brunch, the comeback and the mincing on to some punch, mixing a little bit of that reggae with that funk, coming from a place of where the neighbor wants to get upset. I don't think I heard the dialect of what you got upset, cause my dial tone doesn't hit you from every bone, from an outside your cellular phone. I let you know the room gets explosive and makes it like TNT, like we gotta watch TV, making you understand it like we got humility, but a little bit of mixing off from out of that integrity, mixing, stirring the pot and say that his name is just not Josh. Sydelinc in to decipher what you say from out of the rifle, shooting it off like guns in the air, like we got Smith the Wessons here. 38 on the special, coming back from and out the banks. Thanks, what you say something to me, like we rhyming on into the tanks. I practice a flow, what you know that glow keeps on moving on, because I ain't the person running the show. I do this for me, but I do it for my siblings, my little kids, my little me's. So what you said, it ain't mini me. Minions coming after you now. By the time you hit the ground, it doesn't mean that you need to be able to put yourself pound for pound, but the sound hits you back and round and coming back out and from out the hound. If you don't believe that, then my wiggle waggle walks in, coming at you at the Rose Bowl. What you say that you are bold, coming from the 626, from the Pasadena to the scene. If you don't believe me, then I'm seen, making sure that my own thought process can be able to hit my toes, hitting you back out from my umbilical cords. If it wasn't for it out of the course, on course or off course, from and out of Star Wars or Star Trek. What's the difference in between the verses of, wait, hold on a second, what's your skin? Color from and out of watching it like we were looking at things like on the Ronald Reagan, making sure that we know people like Martin Luther King Jr. What you bringing? It's a different March in the month. If you don't believe in me, then February is punch back at your own jab and a half. If you don't believe on that, take half and half. Get my coffee on the black, get my coffee on the Indian, get my coffee on the Puerto Rican. What does it mean? It means cross the border and give respect back onto the immigrants. If you don't believe me, then that don't make no common sense. Then what's the College of Cal State LA in sequence in? Huh? Be humble. Be humble. Listen to it. I am a mad professor. Bad professor. Bad professor. Bad professor. The Somebody Mention comes a lot. Let me come in here to the parking lot. Make sure that everybody gets onto it, only in the Slipknot. Rock it off the music, huh? Rock it off the whatever chord. Brought from it out of Bakersfield, from it out the grapevines of a spiritual. Oh, professor, it's okay, but we don't gotta run that relay. Pass the baton on for me from and out of understanding like a leprechaun. If it doesn't happen off from a fad, or if it doesn't come out from nut two, what is it coming to? Wait, hold on, your common sense is like you go on the Drew, blood and stuff coming to you on things enough. Would you say so? What you do is what you have done to and through. Make sure that you get that layup going on across it like LeBron James. Who's the greatest of all time? Are we going over here till I can sing? Drop your hat, put it on, pat on to the top of your pat of your back, and take back everything that you have from a knot you looks like from a yo-yo. From a yo-yo. Hey. Hey. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. I'm gonna grab that pen.